Hello everyone, a quick announcement before this video starts. We have some really big news coming up that we want to share with you. So we have a video coming out on Friday. Make sure to stay tuned to it. Just got done filming and it was a lot of fun, so we cannot wait to share with you. If you can see the background behind me, we are no longer in Tobermory on the Isle of Mull. A couple of reasons for that. I know that we had planned to stay an extra day there and go hiking, but not only did I find out that I had my geography wrong and that wasn't the place we wanted to hike. I mean, there were a couple trails, but it wasn't what I was thinking of. Where we were anchored was starting to get exposed to swells, and it wasn't like the worst thing, but it was a little uncomfortable, so we decided just to move on to the next destination. So today we spent like 2 or 3 hours just kind of motor sailing to Lochaline, if I said that right. I'll put it down here so you can guess for yourselves. But now we've gotten in here. It's on the Sound of Mull. We're about halfway between Tobermory and Oban, which will be our next destination. But it is just so protected and calm in here. I don't know the last time we've had a spot this just like smooth and flat. But we've looked at our Maps.me app. There's supposed to be lots of trails around here. We've got this awesome manor like right behind the boat. We're anchored in 12 or 13 feet, so the depths are great. So this is all around looking to be a really nice anchorage. So looking forward to spending a few days here. Welcome to MJ Sailing. We're Matt and Jessica, a couple that left Michigan for the nomadic lifestyle 7 years ago. Recently, we refitted an aluminum boat to sail to the Arctic and explore some of the more remote areas of the planet. Thanks for joining the adventure.
Go away, Cloud, we don't want you here. We just need to hike to that sunny spot right up there.
Be chasing some waterfalls or streams today. Yeah. Now that the dinghy is safely ashore, we're gonna try and find a way to like that manor slash castle. Is that Elements in the background? They're near each other. And do a little more exploring there. And our Maps.me app shows that there's supposed to be like 2 waterfalls or streams right at the head of this little lock here. So hopefully there's a trail. We got off just like where there's a slab.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what this was before.
I don't know. We saw some really cute like sheep and rams wandering here yesterday doing their afternoon grazing. So we're just gonna, I guess, keep walking and hope to make our way over to like the really interesting stuff over there.
I could dry out in the sun for you, follow the deep dark ocean down. For you I'd build the biggest kite and spend all of my time giggling. Daydreaming is my new middle name. This is not a game for me.
Matt and I were just talking the other day that we haven't come across or haven't seen a fall color change in probably 8 years now, which is when we left Michigan to go cruising. 7? 8. Well, yeah, because we left in the summer, so we weren't there for that first fall. And it is just like magical around here. The sun, which we finally found, just illuminating like the yellows and the oranges and all of these stone walls and old houses, and it's just so cute. perfect day to go out for a walk. I don't know why it can't be like this every day. We would happily spend the whole winter in Scotland.
Every step, every breath. For you, my head's up over the clouds. For you, if there's a...
Wasn't Wikipedia great? Just looked up this castle. It is now a private residence, but it's more of a coastal defense tower is what they called it. It's 43 feet wide by 34 feet long, or vice versa. But the crazy part is the walls are 10 feet thick. Insane to think about how strong that structure has to be. It was built in the 15th century, and now it's private residence. How cool!
That'd be a pretty cool private residence.
That would be very cool. Not the best windows though.
And imagine it is my new best friend. Red is all I see. Got a PhD in love. I got a PhD in love.
This morning, we woke to a distinct chill inside the cabin and immediately realized the heater must have shut off sometime in the night. There were two issues we thought could be the culprit, but both led to the conclusion that we must have a wet and sooty heater. At the moment, we're anchored in an area with a strong enough tidal current to keep our stern pointed into the wind, and since the heater's exhaust exits out the stern, it's been burning rich, trying to keep the wind from back pressuring the exhaust. Another issue is, we've recently switched the diesel tanks that the heater draws from. In doing so, it started an air leak where Matt had to spend a few hours constantly bleeding the fuel pump. This flooded the heater, which we knew it would, but we also hoped it would quickly burn itself dry. It did not. In either case, we don't think a name brand diesel heater would have fared any better than the generic Chinese one we have. So, our new task was to pull the heater, take the cover off, and break it down far enough to get in and clean the burn chamber. The job was simple enough, cleaning with an old toothbrush and a lot of paper towel. The mess it created, though, was astonishing. And as a tip, never wear your good jeans during this project. And there was one crew member who was quite disappointed in the loss of heat. Once temperatures in the boat dipped into the 50s, Georgie made sure she had the protection of a fleece blanket all around her and had no plans to come out until our heater was blasting once again. Another 45 minutes into it, and we're hopeful that it's going to work. Right now Matt's in the F lazarette, kind of piecing things back together. And hopefully soon we can get some heat popping. Well, Georgie is now back in her favorite spot on the boat. And she only sits here when...
The heater's working.
the heater is working!
Yeah, it was a messier job than what I anticipated.
Yeah.
I wore rubber gloves too, and this is what my hands still look like. But it was, I think, a combination of factors. One of them was the tank that we were using. We ran out of fuel in that tank, and then restarting it, I primed it too much and kind of flooded the combustion cylinder. And once we got that figured out, tearing it apart, realized that, there was a huge buildup of soot in there. And once cleaned that out, it fired right up.
Yep,
so
now
success.
Sweet heat running out of that little valve there.
Yep. So now we are all a happy family.
Yep.
But it's kind of nice to do a job. It was one of the typical boat jobs. Actually working on it was probably 30 minutes maybe of time. but putting away and cleaning up was an hour and a half type of thing. So it was usual ratio of clean up to actual work accomplished.
And I get to go through about 3 rounds of trying to clean grease off your jeans now.
Yeah, but success!
Yes. Georgie, these are not your favorite landings, are they? Not really mine either. Not the easiest. Stepping over kelp that you don't know where it leads. In the center, Georgie, cool. Good girl. You found it. You found your way out. Back ashore today, and we thought it'd be nice to get Georgie off the boat because even though we think she likes sleeping all day, every day, she still needs some fresh air, and no matter how many times we stick her outside the boat, that was a rock. I just stepped on a rock, tripped. And no matter how many times we stick her outside the boat and close the companionway in hopes that she will just kind of like run around the boat and enjoy herself, she always just sits right by the companionway, waiting to be let back in. So once we get her ashore, she usually has a really good time. And look, the sun is out again. We have been so lucky this past week. Sun every day. May not last all day, but when you get some every day, and after having like a week of just gray skies like we did before, it's pretty nice.
Don't know what to do with this up to you.
It did not take Georgie long to find her grass.
Basically all of it is used for ashore for eating grass.
Yep. That's what she does. Is that it, Georgie? Within like 10 minutes you've had all the grass that you can eat and you're done? She's like, bring me back to my heater. Something very interesting in the rocks here. Just don't know what it is. I think Georgie is the only one in this group that really misses Indiantown, Florida, because for her it was full of lizards to chase from sunrise to sundown, and boy did she. We have a killer in our hands. Her butt's up in the air, it's so funny. Whoa. Look at her face. Georgie girl, there's a dog out here. Alright, probably time to get her back. 'Cause we got our own hiking to do today. Is she really hiding in the rock again?
Hi.
Hi. Don't worry, Georgie, it's gone.
Just like every time.
Every time you take me out, there's stupid dogs trying to kill me. Georgie has been dropped back off at the boat. I think she was actually kind of sad to get there, but quite excited for the heat. So she was a little half happy, half sad. But now it's time for the adults to go have some fun, and the trail that Matt and I started on just a few days ago, we are going to try again and see how far we can get in with daylight, because sun sets at 6. So we don't want to be those hikers that are stranded out in the middle of nowhere, even though we do have water and nuts, so at least we won't starve. A cute little boathouse. This is a very nice area to be in Scotland in the fall. So for any future cruisers in this area, Uma, Lochaline definitely a good spot to hang out for like a week or so, especially in heavy weather. Destination today. There's 2 different hikes that we had talked about taking, but because we are kind of running out on daylight, we're just going to make the 1 mile walk from the end of Lochaline, where we're anchored, up to the entrance where the Sound of Mull is, and there is a castle ruins up there, and the sun is out here and it's beautiful. Found an area where the wind is picking up now, so it definitely looks like where we're anchored in the lake is super protected, which is always so nice to have a spot that no matter how howling it is on the outside, you can come in and it's just calm.
Except for the fact that's how we've been generating our power for the past couple of months.
That's a
the
bummer.
sun hasn't been doing real great with the solar, so the wind gen is actually holding its own for once. So now you shove yourself in a protected anchorage,
And then you have to like run the engine for the power every other day, so that's kind of a bummer. But it has been a great flat calm place, but we can feel it picking up now, which means we must be getting close, going around the bend out to the Sound of the Mull. Sound of the Mull. Sound of Mull. And there she is, the Sound of Mull. Quite calm today, actually,
yeah,
compared to our trip in.
yeah, of course. And the wind would be thrown the right direction too.
I know. We just turned the bend and I think there's sheep in the road in front of us. Looking forward to going to say hi. Maybe they'll be as friendly as the ones in Geringer that kept following Matt.
Yeah.
Matt made some best friends that day. Blue skies and puffy clouds. I'd say this is a pretty good place to be. Hey guys, what's up? Can I come say hi? I won't get too close. Okay, you don't have to say hi. Peace out. It was like trotting along the road and then it saw us and just stopped. And now it has no idea what to do. It's okay, we're friends.
It's okay.
We're just gonna pass by you, please. Please don't ram me.
It's okay.
I'm sure you would do a great job of it.
Yeah.
Oh. That's so paranoid.
It's okay. Here, we'll go over this side.
Yep. Yeah, you shake that tail. What is that saying? Like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail? I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Well, now we can actually put that to a pace. Poor thing, I'm so scared. Fair winds on your journey. So peaceful back here. I mean, I know the other hike had a waterfall, but I'm kind of thinking that this was the better choice anyway. This is just so picturesque. United Kingdom, like with the sheep and the trees and the water, the changing leaves, and I actually see the castle. So this is pretty all around awesome. it looks like we have just walked ourselves into a dead end. It's a nice little farmhouse stables here. We thought the trail continued around, trying to get to the castle, but everything's fenced off. And although there's a few gates, we're kind of thinking that it's private property and we're not just going to go opening them and traipsing through. So I think this is where our trail ends, and it's time to head back now. But still a very, very worthwhile hike. Perfect day for it. Sunny. The sun actually stayed out and it was fairly warm, not very windy. What do you say we go back to the boat and have a Guinness?
Oh, it's pretty.
Yes, very pretty stables here.
So cool.
So we are going to head back to Elements now, but don't forget, if you ever find yourself sailing near the Sound of Mull, stop into Lochaline. It's a great anchorage and has some really, really nice hikes around it. One of the less glamorous sides of vlogging, Matt's getting this really amazing drone footage right now, but where we had to step off the road to get it, he's surrounded by poop everywhere. There's like poop there, there's poop right here. We were able to set our bag down right next to poop, and more poop. This area is breathtaking, but it is full of poop everywhere.
Yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium. Give me your freedom. To pieces, yeah, I need it. Want your pandemonium.